We're going live in 5, 4. Little feedback on this thing. So make sure that we are live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, if you watch the show, you know that I'm going to start this show off with informing you that viewers' discretion is advised. There will be strong language during the course of this show, and it is intended for you to not watch this if you're not of age. So this show is intended for those that are of 18 years of age and older. Welcome to the Red Pill Nation. This is the Red Pill Show. I am Tony Martega, also known as Dr. Red Pill. And today I want to cover the reasons why the media never covers the alt-right and the important reasons why they don't cover the alt-right. Because what you'll hear them say all the time is the alt left, 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 the alt left. Every chance you get, you'll hear them say the alt left, and they make it seem like there is a nation of white supremacists with arms and guns and grenades, and somehow if they don't fix gun laws and restrict them even more, these guys are going to take over the country. On the other end of the scope, there is the alt left. If you've watched the news coverage, of course, people watching this channel definitely have watched news coverage before. But if you've watched the news coverage, then you realize that all of the damage is being done by Democratic funded groups. And one of the main financiers of these groups is someone named George Soros. Quick background on George Soros. He is a Holocaust survivor. I think it was Hungary or Ukraine or something to that. I don't want to, I forgot what country. I would have to go into my notes to really find out what country of origin he's from, but I know that he's a Nazi survivor. He ended up becoming a Nazi sympathizer, and then he started to work with the Nazis in procuring the wealth from Jews that were then being killed and sent to concentration camps. So he acquired his money during this time, and he then started to open up foundations. One of the main foundations that I would like to discuss today is the Foundation for Open Society. The reason why you never hear the news talk about the alt left is because the news media is a part of the alt left. I mean, this is the reason why they are attacking your president currently right now. You have politicians calling for shadow governments. That in itself is treasonous talk. Yet and still, you do not hear. Am I being heard? Can someone let me know if they hear me? Anybody out there? I know we had a couple of viewers. Like maybe they had to step off real quick for a little while. But just let me know if you can hear me out there. I want to make sure that I'm being heard clearly. No? Yes, no? Yes, no? Anybody? We have some thumbs up, so I guess we're going to keep going. All right, so the news media is part of the alt left. No one a part of any secret society or organization would disclose their true intent. But yet and still, the mainstream media in this country shows us this every day by the bias that they show the president. You've never heard of anyone, anywhere in any other country, adamantly go at someone that has never, ever, ever been in politics before, unless this person caused a great threat to the system at hand. Now, you'll often hear that Republicans and the Republican Party is big business, but that's not true. It's not true at all. Of course, this is the reason why Walmart was actually advocating for Hillary. The reason why she got donations from Walmart. So when they tell you that there is conspiracy on the right to control anything. That's because the true conspirators are actually hiding the fact that it's them that's manufacturing the problems. The news media will show the damage and stuff being done, but they will never say this is the alt left that is doing it. If you pay attention to any rallies, if you pay attention to after the election when there was demonstrations being held, even when the same issues, you know what? The alt left media, that's their new term from now on. We're gonna call them the alt left media because um, they're the people that are inciting these things. They're the people that are further pushing the the propaganda of white supremacy and somehow that there is a racist man in office currently working as hard as he is working. If I was racist, quite frankly, I wouldn't be working as hard as I would to help anybody. He's the only president that has ever made a commitment to the inner cities and the African American community. And what the news did when he said, because this is what he said, and when you think about it, it makes all the sense in the world. He said, but they push white hate on their own white people. They tell white people they hate themselves. And they do the same thing to blacks. Listen, we talked about this with the five fingers, right? Me and you could never bicker over having a shirt because the shirt covers my body. I have an expensive belt on today because I couldn't find my regular belt. So I had to throw on this belt, right? This belt is an expensive belt. Now, normally I like to have a regular belt that has a bunch of holes in it. You know, it's a normal belt that, you know, you wear and doesn't have too much flash on it. And I thought I left it here, but it's not even here. I tried to find it when I came out. But I couldn't argue with someone over a belt because the belt's gonna hold up your pants. That's the idea of it. Now the thing about color is they allow you to be stuck in one, even though there's different shades of black people and white people, and we know that these things do not exist. We know they don't exist, but what they do is they present these barriers on us so we cannot escape the identity of them. And then they further try to push agendas in every individual's ear to try to tell them somehow they don't like you, you're better than them, and then they go to them and tell them the same thing. They don't like you and they think they're better than you, and then they tell these people the same thing over here. Now, what you have to understand about the alt left media is they'll never disclose that there's an alt left party because they are a part of it. They are cultivating it and they are manufacturing it right now as we speak. Listen, there are a ton of there are tons of law enforcement officers out there right now that are watching the news and seeing what's being done, and they're fucking slamming their beer down, and you know they're throwing their cigarette out, or they're just taking a deep breath and they're just getting ready for the next day, thinking about how hard it's going to be to put this uniform on because these fucking guys on the television is making it seem like every last one of us is bad guys. This is the problem that we have. The Democrats started the Civil War. Why did they start the Civil War? Because the end of slavery? Was it because of the end of slavery? Definitely, it was the end of slavery, but it was also the end of their control. The end of their control. New ideas, actual progressive ideas to progress a nation. Right now, Antifa, based out of New Jersey, not far from where I am right now, is an alt-left is an alt-left instrument, and it's used by the media as well, and it stands for anti-fascism. But this purple nurple of a person, Whoopi Goldberg, just shows you how irrational the Democratic really is, how the Democratic Party really are. When Judge Jeanine Pirro appeared on the show. First of all, you'll never have a conversation with an individual that wants to yell on top of you, because once you realize that an individual is yelling on top of you, you realize that they don't have any actual facts. Remember, the last video I talked about black females being cultivated in an ignorant state of emotion. The only thing she has is her emotions. She doesn't have the actual tools to articulate them, because once she reverts back to this individual, to this individual, to this person, to the black beast that I was talking about, she loses control to actually articulate herself. Judge Jeanine just sat there and went there to promote a book, The Left Thrive on Emotion and No Facts. That's the reason why so many black people are out here supporting them, is because black people by nature are a very spiritual and emotional people. And you know, if okay, if you had a bunch of sheep, right, and switches up my logical brain and use it as and they use it as a tactic. Yes, that's what they do. So now, if you had a herd of sheep, right, and you had one sheep that wasn't too far from the sheep, and you let off a M80 by it, pa, and it starts to run in the direction of the other sheep. The other sheep will see it coming, and it will start running. There was a social experiment on it where people started to run, and then they witnessed a whole bunch of people running with them, afraid. You understand? So they kind of run with the wave. This is a social experiment that was done. So what's happening is that black people has just been running with this party since JFK, and since JFK's passing, there's been a sense of uh, um, duty to the party, because this was the actual president that went and got Martin Luther King out. Then he died, and then black people feeling like maybe he got killed because he helped us. So this was the thing that was presented in the African American community during this time. So this is the reason why people said we're gonna stay here, we're gonna stick here. LBJ was smart. He said, literally, he's been quoted saying it, I'm gonna have these niggas voting Democrat for the next 200 years. The problem is, he didn't leave smart people in charge. He left a bunch of dummies. Who's not gonna question an email server that was supposedly, that was hacked? Who's not gonna question the fact that it was destroyed with a hammer? Who's not gonna question the fact that the server was washed out with bleach bed? Who's not gonna question these things? Why aren't these things important? If she would have got elected the president of the United States of America, does that mean that she still would have had her server inside a closet? Really think about it. If with all of this time with politics and being as a um, being as blessed as she is with having her name and her opportunity, being privy to information that others like you and I are not introduced with, she knows protocol when it comes to having classified information. It is hard to fathom that a woman so intelligent, that is a lawyer, that was once a practicing lawyer, wouldn't know what to do and wouldn't know that what she was doing in fact was wrong. Okay? You have Libya. I mean, we have all of these things, but why haven't the alt-right media actually asked these hard and tough questions? Well, we know that the media is bought and paid for by the Democrats. The Democratic Party is bought and paid for by Clinton, who bailed them out. So that means the next president that's elected through this democratic process will in fact still be working for Clinton. So who cares if she runs again or not? This new right party, what we have to do is we have to actually start to target the younger individuals in this country and teach them the importance of capitalism. All right, George Soros' foundation is the Open Society Foundation. You do realize that he wants to open the borders here. He wants to destroy the economy here. He was once wanted in France. He messed up Russia's economy, which was the USSR, I believe, first. And he also effed up in Canada. And he did so by, of course, using his influence and speculation. You open up the borders, and then what that presents is an unstable economy. This isn't a shot of hate to anybody that wants to come to America. He did. He messed it up. All right, so you have open borders. So now what you're gonna have with this is, I think Hungary kicked Soros out. Yeah, they definitely did. So what you're gonna have is you're gonna have open borders, but then you're gonna have an unstable economy. This isn't a shot at anybody who wants to come here, who wants to be a part of a great nation, and who wants to contribute to making this country great. We want you here. We definitely want you here. Like, we don't want you to go anywhere else. We'd rather you here. All right. So it doesn't matter what walk of life you come from. You know, if you're coming here under the pretenses of being great, so you can make this country great, then you're actually an asset to this country. You're not a liability to this country. But the importance of having borders and having closed borders is this. One, it's too late to have an open border society because you already have too many nations that have weapons that can actually destroy the planet. See, we are past the point of socially having these technologies available and then not have anyone or anywhere to actually have them regulated. Okay? So this is just important to think about. Okay? You have an open border society, and anybody can go anywhere they want. Then I'm able to go to other countries and nations, pop in, come in, commit atrocities in this country, and then when I'm ready to leave, I can just pick up, go to another country and then do the same thing. And when you have an open border society like this, and you don't have a society where documentation is actually needed to travel to other nations, then you have individuals who can actually doctor this information up and actually cause a threat to individuals around them. Another reason why it's important to have closed borders is because um, if we have an open society, there will no longer be a Constitution of the United States of America, and they will introduce something called the Amero. The Amero is a combined monetary note issued by the World Bank that will cover Canada, the United States of America, and Mexico. Um, there was a plan by these globalists, by the anti-left, to have these things happen. And the anti-left is the globalists isn't just the Democrats. They have control, and you have to honestly say that they have control. But there are some Republicans that are down with them. Like, there's just no way around it. This is the reason why we have a new right movement right now. This is the reason why we're doing things the new right way. This is the reason why the intentions of this party will be that of Abraham Lincoln, that the president, he died for these ideas. We have to stop allowing the alt left to put us and place us in columns of color. See, that stops us from feeling love for one another, because somehow you have a bunch of African Americans believing that because they have darker skin, that makes them scientifically super fucking human. And then you have some white people that feel like because their skin is that way, or because of their actual navigation of the globe, that somehow that they have control over because of their history. These things are ignorant ideas that are introduced by uh, definitely the Democratic Party. They control the school system. You have to understand this. They control the school system. They controlled it for years. They set the curriculum up already. So these things are in fact designed to introduce our children into these ideas in the first place. The introduction of the isms, which I talked about in my prior video, which squanders money from the actual taxpayer because somehow they're telling you that they need legislation for rights, that all Democrat money maintains the blood, sweat, and tears of slaves. All the Democrat money is. Every last bit of it. Every last bit of it. Every last bit of it. Damn, you just made me read that, and I just kind of just totally went off from where I was, just thinking about what I was reading. But back to back to yeah, it's sad. It is sad. It's sad. It's really sad, and like I was saying, but we have hope. We do have hope. We have hope, and the hope is the fact that we have to actually get out and start, you know, letting the youth hear it from individuals that look like them. The more and more I see this rapper T.I. talk on behalf of the Democratic Party, the more and more I feel this obligation to get this movement up and running. It's sad that they attacked Donald Trump the way they attacked Donald Trump. It's cool, Lance. Don't worry about it. It's cool. It's cool. it's Saturday attack. The best thing that came from Trump is the fall of the mainstream media, which made people start doing their own research, not all, but started to spread. You know what? This is a sad thing, right? This is the reason why. This is the reason why I started the GoFundMe. This is the reason why I'm doing the donations because I'm not poor, but with running a business, you definitely have a lot of bills. I have a lot of family members that I'm responsible for, but I don't mind walking away from music. I don't mind walking. My Instagram is at Montega, Montaga, and I literally had over 10,000 followers, and now I have like 4,800 or some change because I came out that I'm a Trump supporter. I lost a ton of supporters, but I don't mind giving up all of that if it means being able to one day have a child in this country that won't hear racism being shoved down his mouth when he turns on the television. Every time, thank you, Rob T. Every time you turn around, there is a news ad or a commercial attacking our president. And to me personally, it should be like a crime. I don't think that you should be able to say such malicious things about the leader of this country without having actual facts. Is he perfect? No, he's not perfect. I'm not saying that he's perfect at all. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm saying that when you manufacture ideas to the mass public, and the things that you publish aren't accurate, and they are in fact causing riots to happen, then there should be some type of repercussion for those actions. Um, the reason why the alt left will never be discussed on the media is because once they do discuss the alt left, then they have to disclose the financiers and where these groups come from. Um, you don't even see them talking to these individuals on their stations and their channels, is because they don't want you to actually equate the two together. And you have patriots on both ends. There are a ton of great people out there that are with the left party. They just don't realize they're with the wrong party and they're making the wrong decisions. So I think that it's imperative that we get out here and we actually start talking to people that are younger, and we start talking to them about capitalism. We start discussing socialism, and we start actually putting these places out there where these things have failed the system and failed the people time and time again. We have to instill in our kids the importance of not getting your information from the news as much as you used to, because Trump has definitely, would rather start World War III. They're trying to right now, Melissa. This is what they're trying to do right now, Melissa. This is the reason why we have this red pill nation. This is the reason why we have the new right movement. This is the reason why we're doing this right now, so we can stop what's happening. That way, I myself, described and present, verbally present as a characterized, and I'm going to use the word and they imprisoned me with this characterization as a black man in this country instead of just being a man in this country. They imprisoned me with this term, and it's hard to escape because it's part of the dialect that we use today. It's part of just how we speak in general. But more and more people like me are actually opening their eyes, and most black people already knew that the news was no good. But we knew this before this happened. Right, the left isn't inherently bad. They just been seriously misled. Exactly, Rob. Listen, my mother was a Democrat, but first she was a Republican. I remember her waking up every morning to Fox News. I remember us watching the news, and then I remember her leaving out, going to some social shit, and then coming. And I remember everything since I was 4 years old. All the music I've ever done, I've never written on paper. I've always set my lyrics in my head, remembered it, and then went and recorded the actual song. And to this day, I still do it. All right. So I remember her leaving and coming back from an event and then saying, "We're Democrat now." And then she just started changing everything, and then she started saying that how everything was going to change. And then this was around Clinton's introduction and him entering into the White House. So she was sold on the Pepsi commercials and the glitz and glamour because the Democrats were smart enough to know that people like celebrities. Um, they painted the Republican Party as an old and out of touch racist party, and they painted this party well. All young people vote those parties. I did. I just you say the whales, great speech, and then corruption and not bad people. Listen, all the Democratic supporters are like I told you, the sheep. I told you, you let off one firecracker by one, and then he runs by the many, and then they all start to follow. You understand? So this has been happening since John F. Since JFK's presidency. This is the real uh, moment that Black Americans actually started to vote Democrat. Before that, Democrats didn't allow blacks to vote. They created the KKK and they used them as terrorists the same way they invented this group called Antifa that is sitting out here and attacking patriotic Americans that just actually want to get out here and defend and protect the Constitution. The same way. No, there's no way around it. They use the propaganda. They use these tools. They say that Trump is racist. You'll have so many African Americans tell you they don't like Trump. One day I'm gonna do a show and I'm gonna go live and we're gonna go around and we're gonna ask a bunch of African Americans why they don't like Trump, and you're gonna hear a bunch of them say because he's racist, and I'm gonna say what has he done racist, and they're gonna say that he said stuff about people, and I'm gonna say what did he say about people, and they're gonna say I don't know what he said, but the news said he said it, and you'll hear that 8 out of 10 times, and out of the 2 you'll have some dumbass Democrat who will try to tell me that he said something about a party or whatever, but they won't be able to pull up any links or anything on it. They'll be citing CNN, which is the Clinton News Network. It will not come from any authentic source. Is my president perfect? No. Do I mind that he tells someone that's trying to interrupt him while he's talking and he's trying to free a fucking nation from globalists? Excuse my language, y'all, but we about to turn up now, man. I'm sorry, y'all, man. I'm gonna calm down in a minute, but I gotta turn up because this is some shit that really bothers me. If I'm speaking and I know that I have a job to save a whole damn nation, and I realize that the economy is fucked up, and I have a whole bunch of people who are running around just mucking everything up every chance they get, I'm going to take the job serious. I'm not going to play with the job. So if I'm talking and I have someone coming in there just to incite some type of riot or just to incite some type of problem, guess what I'm going to tell him? Get him out of here. Smack him up his motherfucking head. Kick him in his ass. Put your foot in his ass. Get him out of here. Because this is the same person who's trying to destroy your freedom. This is the same person trying to take away your freedom. You think I want to hear what an idiot got to say when I got to tell you the truth in the first place? I don't. Get him out of here. He don't care what color you are. If you disrespect him while he talking, you might catch a boot in your ass. That's with anybody. That's with you. That's with me. We people. Since when do we start villainizing people for actually being individuals? He's not a politician. Because, let's see what was just said. Let me see. Because I want to make sure that I get the actual words being said. Okay. I want to make sure that I'm on point. The young are all locked into the social media echo chambers. You only like and follow people you agree with. Well, I don't. Most people do. We need to get the game on alternative media like Twitch. I was thinking about getting a Twitch account, and hopefully once we get more donations, even if we reach the 3,000 mark on the GoFundMe, I would spend 6,000 and we would just do this whole office over. We would do this whole office over, and we could turn this whole office into an actual studio. We can have our screen up, have more cameras, and I can actually have more individuals come in, and we can actually do more shows on more individuals. There are a lot of people that think and feel the way that I do, and we can open this platform a lot bigger, even if I can't get the other space entirely. The idea is to create this new movement. That way, You and I have a voice and have a say in what happens in this 2020 election. I'm on Twitch, but I don't have a PC right now. Plus, I'm in the UK. I don't have freedom of speech. Damn, brother. Well, on this show, you have freedom of speech. And what I'll do, Danny, is I have to make Annie. Uh, um, I have to make her. I have to give her a wrench. I have to give her a wrench, and she'll be a moderator for the show. And then what I'll do for you too, Danny, since you definitely was one of the first to be as active on the pages, I'll give you a wrench as well to make you a moderator. And on days where, because I just had to shoot a video earlier today for this landing pad, and this is for my other show. I do a lot of aerial videography and photography. If you're interested in aerial photography, flying drones, and taking beautiful footage, you might want to check some of the other videos out. But I had to do a video today on this landing pad, and I had to do a review for it, and it's all part of a video that I'll be putting together. So I will be in California the 26th and the 29th. Ronald Reagan stated fascists will come to America under the disguise of anti-fascists. Yeah, exactly. I will be in California the 26th until the 29th. I fly back out. I have to go out there. I have residents out there as well. And I will be in Sacramento. So I will be open to meeting with individuals, linking up, probably getting a good live going out there with somebody, and probably getting a good co-host show going. That will really, really, really be awesome. These are the things that I want to introduce with this show. I don't have patriots like you, Brandon, Tonton, David Harris, Candace Owens, and others should get into government positions and make some real change. Well, first thing first, what I need is the president to expunge my felony. I have a felony thanks to democratic laws and policies that I cannot get rid of. And it's 14 years old. That's how long it's been since I've committed a crime. I've completely changed my life around. So, but I will endorse these individuals, and I will use my voice in the hip hop community and with the youth to make sure that I introduce these individuals that you just listed. And on this show, what I want to do is I want to travel through this country. I have 2 adopted children. My nephew passed away 2 years ago in a car accident, and he had 2 kids. And I am responsible for his daughter and his son. Those are my 2 children now, but I don't have any children of my own. So although I have 2 children, they do not live with me, and I'm only responsible for their care. So financially, I do what I can do, but they have a phenomenal mother that is there full-time, that does pretty much everything that these children need. So I am able to pick up and fly and go anywhere I want to go. I don't mind coming to meet you and doing a show where you are, but I just want to be able to build a platform up so it actually makes a lot more sense, and it's not a burden on me financially, because again, I'm not poor, but I do have financial obligations to businesses that I have and to family members that I am responsible for. I am one of those gentlemen that take care of his mom too. So that's a lot that comes with trying to build this channel and trying to build this movement, but I really believe that come this 2020 election, we're going to do it. I appreciate that, Rizal. I think that with this movement, if we can push it towards, the youth, we got to get, the kids going to spring break. They got to be going there thinking red, and that's another hashtag I might put in in our comments is the think red, or think right. I like that. Tony, I'm going to message you a link to a good video with those 2 guys I mentioned. I appreciate it. I befriend people too, so there are people who sending me friend requests. They get answered. I'm not going to be that guy. I don't care if there's a million friend requests in there. I will have as many friends as they allow me to have, and I'm trying to go in and like as many comments as I can, but there are over 1,500 comments, and it is really, really hard to do that. I'm just trying to tell you, it's really, really hard to do that. But I am definitely going to try and get, my thumbs in there. Anna, you know already that you're going to get your wrench. And Danny, you're going to get your wrench too. And what we'll do is we will alternate, and we will do, once we get this the setup good, good enough where I'll probably go purchase an older Mac or something like that, and use that for Danny. You don't have a PC, you said, right? So I'm gonna need you to email me an address that I can send you a used laptop to. What I'll do is I'll use my money and I'll purchase you and get you a laptop. After I get back from California, I'll be back on the 29th. So after that, I will definitely make sure that I order it myself off of. But I seen one not too much too. I can actually purchase. So yeah, as soon as I get back on the 29th, I'll get you a little small laptop that you're able to go online and we'll create your channel. No, I'm good. Seriously, I'm sorting it. No, brother, listen. No, listen, bro. You're using your phone right now, and we can definitely do that. So I think the laptop I seen was under 200 bucks, so it's not gonna cost me anything at all. No, it's not gonna cost me anything at all. Just subscribe, dude. Keep up spreading the word too. It's under $200, and we're not gonna take no for an answer. Everyone in the group is not taking no for an answer. We're not taking no for an answer, Danny. So it's under $200, and it'll help you on your end, and it'll help me with your wrench. So I'll be back on the 29th in California. Again, anybody that is in the Sacramento, Stockton area, or anywhere close to there, within it's like a 20-minute to half an hour drive, I don't mind meeting up. I'm a real individual. We can really sit down. We can meet at Jamba Juice. We can get some smoothies. We can discuss some great things. I can be a mod from a cell phone. That's dope. You can be a moderator from a cell phone. Uber guy. Make sure you hit me up. He can be. I have an iPad. I can help mod. I've mod before. Okay, cool. So what's your email, Tony? Anyone can email me at tmontega@gmail.com. All right, well, if your iPad end up messing up, then just let me know, and you can let me know without us being on live and on the air, and I'll make sure that I get it to you. Anyone that's in my moderate circle that becomes a moderator, I'm definitely going to hit the like button for this gentleman if you have not already. And Michelle's definitely going to have to get a wrench too, because Michelle has been active in here, and I appreciate that, Michelle. All right, so I'm looking for moderators. I'm looking for real moderators. You don't have to be here all the time, but the more the merrier. Keep doing your thing, and don't let anybody stop you. Deborah, I'm not gonna let nobody stop me, Deborah. You know, I have family members tell me that I'm dumb, that I hate black people. I missed it. What are you going through right now? I'm just work. Nah, we still in here. We gonna cook it up for a little while. But you know, I have family members tell me that I don't like black people, that I hate myself, that I hate black people because I voted for Trump. You know, that's the most ignorant thing that I ever heard. So, you know, I love black people. I love people. You see, I don't fuck the columns. Fuck that black white shit. I love people. I'm tired of feeling like for some reason I gotta dislike somebody because someone else said I'm supposed to. That shit is stupid. This is the new right movement, man. We're not doing that over here, man. I'm not. I'm more concerned with having a successful country. And at this point in my life, we're just Americans, exactly, Chris. And at this point in my life, I got a dope ass president in office kicking ass. He said, "Little Rocket Man, you keep playing with your little missiles, and I'm gonna drop a big one over there, boy." And you know what Rocket Man said? Oh, okay, I want peace. I want peace. Please, give me peace. Yeah, he's not Obama. He's not Obama. He's not Obama. This is not a game. He's not Obama. It's not Obama. He's not gonna give you money and ask you to just take this money, please, and just stop. Can you just please stop? This is Obama. Do you want this side? Here, take some more money. Maybe this will make you feel better while you're smacking me. My president saying, "You raise your hand, I'm gonna shoot you." Trump ain't no punk, Big Chris. This is what I'm saying. So who doesn't like that? Everybody black loves somebody that stands up, man. The problem is you have the bullies saying they're being bullied. Your community is waking the fuck up. We are. Yeah, Trump is with the shits. Man. Come on, man. Did this hitch? No, I said, did this bitch Hillary go to Russia with a start over button? Yeah, did Hillary Clinton go to Russia with a start over button? I think she went to Russia with a start over button. She definitely went to Russia with a start over. You know what he went to Russia with? Don't play with me, Vlad. You know what? We don't need everybody around us. And when people say he had a private meeting with Russia, I'm sorry for your Secret Service agent who died here. I'm sorry he died there too. That's what I love about Trump, how open and transparent he is. He tells us that's exactly, man. You know what? Trump was the first president to tell you that there was a space force. You do realize though, there's been a budget, and there's been a budget in the U.S. budget for the study of UFOs and aliens. Possibly it was. Possibly it was. But that was Trump's way of informing us that there are in fact aliens on this planet. Do you have any advice on waiting black frames on a lot of these issues? I do. I do have a lot of ideas, especially with this show. Um, he declassifies the Space Force. We already, yeah. This is what I'm saying. So it's like, I used to watch Alex Jones, and sometimes I still tune in, but it was hard for me to watch it after I seen him come for the president and him call the president a traitor. I don't know if since he's done that, if he's changed his views about president, but I won't watch the show until I've seen or heard that he's actually apologized to the president or changed his views of the president. Yeah, because Trump outed it. Trump outed it that there's aliens. Like there's no doubt about it. Trump outed that there's aliens. Live, yo, you know what? If this is the reason why, instead of me and preparing shows and then talking on top of pictures and then everything else, I said when it comes to this part of the shows, I want to do these live. I want to do these live. I want to get people involved. I want to get people interacting. I want people talking. I want people in here debating us. This is like really, really, really going to be the premise of our platform. I had a brother ask me, what advice do I have or what ideas do I have? Be prepared to lose friends and family for a bit. Yo, you have to understand something, Chris. Active live stream is always fun. Let me explain something to you, Chris. I don't care. I don't care. I'm self-made, Chris. Yup, government hates Trump for exposing all the things they have kept hitting for all of us all the time. That's why that money went. Yup, his demon voice is dope. Funny as hell. Tony, will you ever do an open stream again? I always do them. Tony, will you ever do an open question stream again because I missed the one from a few days ago? We can do it right now. We can open stream questions right now. Somebody asked me a question right now. I'm about to answer it. It was I want to be a doggone space shuttle. I want to be the guy getting high next to you. Am I religious? All right, that's a big thing. Okay, I believe that there is a God. I believe that there is a creator, and I don't really like the word religion. I have a PhD in divinity. My name is Dr. Antone Tucker. So the time that I was incarcerated, I actually went to school every single day. I woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and I was the first person out my cell. I was the first person to take a shower, and I was ready to go to school, and I made sure that I furthered my education. And what I did further it in was divinity. I've actually learned, and I actually learned the creation of religion. And the reason why I don't like to, and I respect everyone's religion, because this is kind of like language, right? You have people who speak Japanese, Chinese, English. You have Sub African. You have these different tongues and dialects, but they're saying words that still describe the same thing. So what I don't favor about religion too much is that there are a lot of establishments that that alienate you before you join. If the idea for your religion is, if you don't believe what I believe, then you're gonna go to hell, I think that that's discriminating against someone else's belief. Okay, it is my free belief that you are able to believe whatever it is you want to believe, and the God will judge you based on how you lived your life. There are people over there are people all over this globe that don't know or haven't read any kind of biblical book or any religious book for that matter, the Torah, any book for that matter. And if they live their life pure and they actually work hard and feed their families and they do the right things and they value the things that they eat and and they they live just that good life that God intended you to have. Who's to say that God won't grant them eternal peace? So with me learning about religion, I learned that the survival instinct is God's thumbprint. It's God's thumbprint. It's definitely God's thumbprint. It's definitely God's thumbprint. And I think that what has happened is religion has turned from opening individuals with welcome arms to actually having people feel shunned by them because most people feel like they aren't fitting the criteria needed in order to actually be inside of the church in the first place. Although it's sad that these churches have become, and you know what? Another thing I have a problem with. Danny. I'm gonna touch on that. You know, the other thing I have a problem with. Most churches that I see have enormous space. I mean, a great amount of space, and I never see them allow homeless people to sleep in there. I never do. I have an invention that I'm working on called the I Spot, and I can only talk to you about the name because that's what I actually own as of right now. We're still trying to have everything finalized with it, but they never do nothing for the homeless. But it's my intention is that once this invention does, uh, once it's patented and it's introduced to society, that it will change the world a great deal than what you know right now. And with the money that I know that I'm going to receive from this invention, whether it be in the hundreds of millions or billions of dollars, I know I'm not going to die with the money. And the money will be used to I want to open up bathhouses. I think it's very important that homeless people have the ability to bathe. This is a human condition that shouldn't be denied of anyone. I think that there are a lot of homeless veterans out there that we as citizens owe great debt to, and they are coming home and getting the short end of the stick. And I think that having bathhouses where they can go wash their clothes, take a bath. These are not places where they can actually sleep. We will have shelters, but I want to. Trump winning is the best thing to happen to this country. Um, I want to have facilities where they can go and actually just shower, wash their clothes, and this gives them the ability to actually go to job interviews. Um, you don't feel embarrassed about going to visit your kids. You know, you can actually go clean and smell good, and and to show you that, well, I'll I'll post it up. Klansman, I'm sorry for your loss. I'm sorry for your loss too as well. I became a patriot during 9/11 for this country. On my back, I have a big phoenix tattooed, like the wings comes across to my back, and the phoenix covers my whole entire whole entire back, and in the middle of the phoenix, you'll see that there is the Twin Towers. The phoenix is a creature that that stands for the rebirth of of itself, but to me, it stood for the rebirth of me, for me. Um, I lost somebody in 9/11. I tatted the towers on my back, and I thought that putting the phoenix there would represent the the new birth of me, right? I, um, I do, I do. I would have been a father right now, and I would have been married right now had I not lost the person that I love inside uh, tower number 2. You really realize what's going on when it's in front of you and it hits home. I started to think for myself at that moment. Somebody said they wanted to see the tattoo. Show us. Oh, shit. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if I can show you. Let's see. I don't know if you can see it or. Let me see something. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can show y'all from the mirror in my office. So that's the Phoenix, that's the towers. Can you, I don't know if y'all can really see the towers in the middle of it. That's not just a tribute to her, but it was a tribute to us. I felt like it was a tribute to us. It wasn't just about her, it was about me, it was about us. It was about, you know, the country, it was about everything. And it was about feeling like that it wasn't over. You know, the last ash drop, and with the last drop of the last ash, with the drop of the last ash came out the Phoenix, and then the Phoenix again is reborn. I'm definitely a patriot for this country. I definitely love my country, and I don't think no one on this planet wants to have a world where there's a one solid dictator, and that there's a one solid dictator, and they're just running everything. I'm a red-blooded American, and my ancestors bled and built for this nation to make this nation as great as it is today, and I refuse to allow it to be squandered by individuals in this Democratic Party. We have any other live questions? Because somebody just said show the tattoo. I love those tiny homes. What, in New York City? This is probably like the size of somebody's whole apartment, this office. Thank you, I appreciate it. The left worries me. History shows what's happening and they won't go crazy. Yeah, the left is worrying me too. That's the reason why we need to get out here and get more of these shows. Y'all can make sure that y'all share these shows. Y'all can make sure that y'all tell y'all friends about these shows. So we can get the word out. I want more young people feeling free to get in here and have these discussions with us, because for some reason they think that if you're a Republican, you're old and you're out of touch and you're that's not the truth. It's not. We have a lot of fucking fun. When you're a free loving American, you're gonna have fun. You're not worrying about a lot of isms that the Democratic Party continue to present to the nation as it is. Again, if you are someone that is donating for, if the cause isn't for cancer, for St. Jude's Foundation, you should tune into Political Arenas. They are streaming live right now. Mike 300, Free Slaves. Mike, why we want to tune into that right now, Mike? We're having a conversation right here. Yeah, I believe, I agree with Walter. Socialism is just some shit. To music, bro. I'm a producer and looking for new artists to work with. Well, Roselle, I am officially promoted by the Money Team. My music is played on Power 105.1 radio in New York City almost every week. I am the first New York independent artist, I believe, to do 2 million downloads in this first year. I know I did 26,000 downloads in the first week of dropping my first mixtape. I put out music and I sell music independently. But to be honest with you, brother, right now, my focus is really on pushing this agenda forward. A conservative platform, release live chat between independent YouTubers. Oh, I get it, but currently right now, Mike, we're in our own chat, so I would have to probably go to it or catch it on another day when they actually are doing it. I will definitely look into it. I'm definitely gonna look into it. But while we're doing this live chat for the Red Pill Nation, I'm gonna stay in here right now. I'm not gonna really try to deviate from what it is that we're trying to accomplish on this channel right here. But like I was saying, as far as music is concerned, my goals right now isn't really to worry too much about music, even though I'm pretty much set, bro. If you send me a beat right now, I could take it, I could do the record, I could kill the record, I could get the record on the radio, and we can make a couple dollars off of it. But in the long run, that's not really replenishing my soul. I am constantly finding myself in clubs, 2, 3 clubs a night. I mean, 3 clubs a night. Shoot over from here. This stream popped. This stream popped up. Um, You're in 2, 3 clubs a night. I'm in each club for 2 hours apiece. I hear the same music in each club because my DJ has to play the same set in each club. I'm hearing the same music, and the only thing I'm seeing when I go there is a bunch of black people celebrating being poor. I'm walking in the club, and I may have a couple dollars, you know, but I know the majority of the people in here don't have a couple dollars. I know that the guys that are buying, many of the individuals buying alcohol, this overpriced bottles of alcohol, are they're getting their money illegal ways. They're taking a lot of chances to get this money. Stay up, Mark. Um, they're selling drugs, to acquire their money, and then they're squandering it in clubs. I'm going to these clubs and I'm seeing a bunch of black people partying and celebrating and getting wasted, and then going back home to the projects. I'm seeing people pull up in Bentleys and everything else, and then pull it right to the housing projects, park it, and then go upstairs and sleep in their mama's house or their mama's apartment. It's not their mama's house, in their mama's apartment. So I'm more concerned right now of changing that mind state, and I got you. I'm more concerned right now with. I'm gonna write it down too before it gets drowned out. I'm gonna I have a song posted on the last video I posted of the aerial flight downtown Brooklyn. But right now, I think that our concern should be. I mean, we can still do music. I don't have a problem doing some projects, and then, we can still do some and get some stuff out there. But the main concern right now is to get the channel up and running and get this out there, because we have a 2020 election approaching, and it's gonna approach us very, very, very fast. So the idea is to actually get this trending. That way, I am able to present myself in front of a mass group of individuals that either dress like me, look like me, talk like me, or uh, are empathetic to what it is that I have to say. I subbed. I gotta go. Stay up, Chris. I appreciate you. You know what? With the music, it's hard to get the trend. You don't. I just told you, bro. I had over 10,000 followers. Go to my Instagram right now. My Instagram has under 5,000 now. People are really jumping on this Trump wave. Now, I think that maybe the best thing to do. I think maybe the best thing to do is to get this trending, so maybe we can take this movement to Fox News, and we can let younger individuals know that there is a guy on YouTube that occasionally smokes fat ass blunts. You said you hope your video goes viral, and I was looking at it now. I think it is. Instagram censorship is bad. I don't know if it's viral yet. We are ourselves are through the roof right now, though. I tell you that much right now. We have over 700 subscribers. We're almost close to that 1,000 mark. And once we solidify the 1,000 subscribers, whoever hasn't subscribed, it doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. Hit the subscribe button if you want to be notified when we go live, because we will go live every day. Every day there will be a live topic that we start off with, and we will end the show off with questionings, and we will question each other. We will ask each other questions. We will present questions to each other, and we will start this dialogue. We will make this show pop. This will be the place to come pop your or just talk easy. I mean, I think it's going to be a landslide, but we still need to vote come 2020. And this is the reason why I want to make this platform pop. I want to have an urban hip hop platform that reaches also to those from the rural areas, because this is the bridge that's going to do it. This is the bridge that's going to do it. The party that we have is the bridge that's going to do it. The opportunity that we have right now is what's going to do it. And the fact that we actually have a president that he's older in age, but he's actually not older in terms of knowing what's going on. He's not out of touch at all. He actually has ears, and he's actually using them to listen. So this is very, very important that we continue to make sure that this president finishes out the job that he started. There is an idea to stop him from being able to make this happen, and we need to make sure that we get the word out there to make sure that it does happen. Anybody else want to start any questions? Because if not, I'm going to roll me a blunt, and I'm going to get out of here. Amen, man. Amen. I saw your walk away, and I had to subscribe. You represent something real to me, and even through our lives couldn't be more different. I relate, man. Thank you for representing. I appreciate you, Christine. I appreciate that. Cannabis legislation. That's why I'm going home to California on the 26th, because I am going to pull up on my property, and I'm going to go get something that was nice and hang, and I'm going to clip it, and I'm going to smell it, and I'm going to break it up. And then I'm gonna burn it. I'm gonna smoke it. What is your opinion? Let me see. Cannabis legislation. I believe that if they sell cigarettes that causes cancer and kills millions of Americans, then marijuana shouldn't be much of anything. Yeah, I think that Trump, we're gonna have to get in his ear and let him know about legalizing it. I think that it should be legalized, and I think that it should be as available as a cigarette is. Yeah, state by state, definitely, because I don't want to mess up the money that I'm making off of it. They ain't gonna have me out here assed out. Pocket is, you know, the money will flow, definitely. Yeah, it starts at home. He is. Trump is going to he's going to decriminalize it federally, and then let the states choose. That's what he's going to do. And right now, Trump is also working on Flint, Michigan. How many of these house niggas you hear talking about that? Where's this black bag of dog dirt shit Maxine Waters right now when you need her old raisin in the face ass? Where's she at? Where's she at? Where's she at talking about it? Where's the news media talking about it? Why the news ain't talking about it? Why the news ain't talking about that Barack Obama didn't arrest anybody? Who was in charge of this operation in Flint, Michigan? Who? If this nigga Obama ain't bringing nigga water out there, man, come on, man. They didn't bring the motherfuckers water, man. You had hard-working Americans chipping in to send other Americans water, man. And Barack Obama is giving fucking Saudis billions of fucking dollars, man. This piece of shit had the nerve to open his mouth and call my fucking president a liar. Is my president always accurate? No. But did he lie like Barack Obama? Whatever doctor you want to keep, you can keep. Whatever medical plan you have, you can have. We're going to let you keep it. My name is Barack Hussein Obama. Or maybe it's Barry. Maybe I'm not a citizen really after all. Maybe or maybe I was in Indonesia. Maybe my dad is a Muslim. Possibly, could be, could be a Marxist. This is Barack Obama. I'm Barack Obama. I'm not a liar. I'm Barack Obama. Everything I says, I shit rainbows and I just speaketh the trutheth. Please, I'm Barack Obama. This motherfucker has secretly did so many executive orders, secretly closed curtains. He just closed curtains. I'm gonna take away their right for guns. I'm gonna take away their right for happiness too. Motherfuckers. Exactly. And they did nothing about it. Yeah, man, Barack Obama's more than a hustler. That nigga's a pimp. I heard there's speculation on if Michelle is actually a or not. I don't know. I don't wanna you know, I'm not saying it. I'm just saying there is speculation that she may not be. But I'm Barack Hussein Obama. Hussein Obama. I am President of the United States. I've never lied in my life. Do me a favor. Tell Putin I'll have more flexibility when I'm done with the second term. Okay, cool. Okay. It wasn't no fucking Flint water. Michelle, your fine ass know that wasn't no Flint water. That nigga wasn't drinking no Flint water. Michelle, cut that out, girl. You know that nigga wasn't drinking no Flint water. That was Kool-Aid. They gave that nigga sugar water. He was smiling for the camera. Activist Granny, you have a great time watering your garden. You have a great day. I hope your garden is full of marijuana treats. And if it's not, maybe you might want to add some if you're in a state where it is totally legal. On a stimulus bill debate, I contacted Congress and the senator and said they should spend the money on some water project. They said it's a good idea, but people like to see road work. That's fucked up. For Activist Granny, I will be in Sacramento the 26th to the 29th. And and also in the Stockton area as well. So you can always hit me up. It is tmontega@gmail.com for those who's trying to get in touch with me. I need all of my wrenches to get in touch with me. That way I'm able to get your emails and get your numbers. That way we can actually correspond with one another and stay involved. Roselle, um, we're gonna mess around. We're gonna get you a wrench too, Roselle. So we're gonna need. I already got your email, so that way we can stay in touch. And I think is it T? Is it TYI? What is it? Is it TY? What is it again? T. So 1017 TY what? Thank you, Rain. We appreciate you. Chill, Big Chris. Have a great day at work. Have a safe one. Yeah, I'm gonna do it right now. I'll do it right now. I'll do it right now. Did you tell me which it is? Gotta bounce. Go to work. Mwah, Anna, great day. Thank you for popping up, beautiful. Let me put this in right now so y'all can have my email. Make sure you get your make sure you get the email real quick, you guys. I'm gonna put this in here right now. Hey, Sunshine, how you doing? I'm going to show Walters Davis's show. He has a check out my channel. Can't get more country than me. So we just posted it just now. That way y'all able to see it. I'm doing great, Sunshine Love. Thank you for asking, sweetie. Um, you're fine as hell, brother. Thank you, Kimberly. You got the $300 from me. You're the lady I gave the $300 to. Yes, thank you. I appreciate you. That's very nice of her. That's the lady I gave the $300 to. Yeah. I'm trying to catch and make sure I read everything because I'm seeing it briefly. You're welcome. I'm seeing it briefly. Later, Anna, Annie, make sure. I'm sorry, Annie. Annie, I'm gonna make sure that I get you that wrench. It had nothing to do with being drug back then. You're absolutely right. It got because of the cotton business. That's exactly why. Because they used to use hemp to make clothes and stuff like that, and they was using cotton. Yeah, you're not a liar. You're not a liar at all. You're actually dead on point when it comes to that. Okay, what else did I wanna? Make sure you guys check out. Hey, was all right, Shane. Make sure you guys check out this brother named Tommy Sotomayor. He may not be for everybody, but if you he's gonna talk the truth. He's gonna say the truth. He's gonna say it raw. He's not gonna hold anything back. He's gonna let it out. Let me see. Let me see if I let me get you a sub to you. So you got a sub just now. I'm subbing the channels right now too. So if y'all are wondering why I'm looking down right now, I'm actually finding channels and I'm making sure that I sub the channels right now. Let me make sure I sub to. Let me make sure I sub to Walt. All right, we good there. Just want to make sure I catch up on some subs, y'all. Anybody else need me to sub to them? Y'all should just put a thumbs up or something right now. Let me know so I can make sure while I'm in here that I give you guys some subs back. Uh, this is definitely not a big me, little you situation. I'm down to make sure that I support everyone's channel that has a channel. I'm not gonna ask you to support me and then I'm not supporting you. We're not gonna do that. Um, oh yeah, I like him. He's the real one and does his research as well. Sunshine, I'm gonna give you. Let me see. We have. Make sure I give you a sub. Roselle, if you want to check out any of my productions, subscribe to my music channel. I'm gonna show his music channel. So if anyone uh, wants to follow Roselle, you're on there. Tony, addressing something you said earlier about wanting younger people to get into this. I am 15, and I got a few of my friends to sub to you. for your red pill. Shane, I appreciate it, Shane. I really, really appreciate it, Shane. And we got to get it out there. We got to get this movement out there so people could start thinking right. So people could start thinking red. So people could take this red pill. We got a big ass red pill for their ass because once they drink that, once they take that red pill and that shit hit their ass and they go, oh shit. It's like being reborn all over again. Like then shit start making sense to you and you start realizing. So that's why they're attacking this president like that. That's why all the news stations, but a few of them are attacking him like that. Because they're all in cahoots together. Because they're all big corporations. Because they're all the globalist agenda. Because they're trying to take away my rights as an American. Because they want to take away my civil liberties as an American. Oh no. Think about it. All these restrictions, all the restrictions that we have. The reason why you gotta have a fucking permit to sell lemonade outside is because of the fucking Democrats. In order for you to be able to give someone a massage, in order for you to give someone you gotta have a permit for it. All of these restrictions came into place when the Democrats came into place. I just started a channel, but there will be a big, different stuff, whatever pops to me to talk about. I followed you. I just sent you an email if you need it. You already are one, so you will be getting one. And let me make sure that I go sub to her. Fine ass channel always. Girl, you just so fine. And she in the picture like this too, and know it too. Like I'm fine. Take the picture. Let me sub to you too. I appreciate it. Make sure I sub to everybody that I can. And 1, 2, let me see. Shit, does anybody know how well, I had a moderator. Okay, thanks. Throw ideas my way if need be. Yeah, I don't mind, even with the moderators on this channel, especially like once we reach 1,000 subscribers, what I'm gonna do with my moderators is I'm going to allow them to do shows too. Like you'll have your own topic that day or whatever the case may be, and we'll Skype each other. The same way Tommy Soto does his thing. Once we have to set up a little more sophisticated, I'm going to make sure that the subs actually do get equipment used for the show. You know what I mean? That way we are actually able to have a good working show. I have a mic here. It's a small mic. And it's not the best mic, but I had to go purchase something and do something to make sure that I'm able to actually have some things done. I went and purchased another iPhone 10 because last time we did the show, we had someone call me and it messed up the show. So we went and got another iPhone 10. So now we exclusively shoot on that. And we went and got another little LG tablet to that way I could just catch up on what it is that you guys are saying. That way I can just catch up on what it is you guys are saying while you're saying it, and I can actually, you know, stay in touch with what's being said and I don't lose anyone whatsoever. Hey, I'm trying to give people wrenches though. Anyone knows exactly how to just do it from the screen? I could swear I could have just done it from the screen. So yeah, what I'll do is I'll figure that out. But we're gonna end the show today. We're gonna keep this calm and light because we did over an hour. Usually we do under an hour. You should also do some callings. That would be awesome. You know what? Tomorrow's show, I'm gonna do call-ins. The number 209-208-4001. We'll get some calls in tomorrow, and we'll make that happen. Since you just said that, we'll take some calls. We'll do some live calls, and I'll answer some questions, and I'll take it that way. The number is 209-208-4001. So just because my man Lance made that that request, we will do call-ins. To wrench people, I assume it's channel settings somewhere. Yeah, I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna check it out to get people wrenches and stuff like that. I followed you. I follow Rizal. I followed Danny. Let me make sure that I'm following Danny too, his channel, so I can make sure everyone gets their wrenches. Subscribe to Danny. Okay. All right. Let me see. I'm gonna get Danny a wrench, and Shane is gonna get a wrench too. Shane will get a wrench too. We'll pass a wrench to Shane. We don't really want to boot. If you have to tap on the person's picture, does it go to the option? It says, what she said. If you tap on the person's picture, does it go to the option to mod them? No. Boom. When I tap on your picture, it says go to channel, report, remove, you put user in timeout, hide user on this channel, and we don't want to do that. So I go to your channel, and it says about, home, playlist, videos, channels. Doesn't really, and I can press the thing on the side. It says settings. Let me see. Yeah, it's not giving me the option of making you a moderator for my tablet. But what I'll do is, when I'm done with the show, I'll go out into the main area of the shop, and I'll use the PC, and then I'll go in from that way, and I'll make sure that I actually go in and give people their wrenches, so they're actually able to get into mod mode. We are approaching the 1,000 mark. But once we get that 1,000 mark, we're gonna have a party. I don't drink, but you guys are free to drink when we do that show, cause I'm gonna be high as fuck. You understand? And I don't know, shit, it could happen tomorrow the way these subscribers is continuously climbing. So make sure you guys subscribe to Annie Lyman's channel, to Danny UK, to Michelle's channel, to Rozelle's channel, and to Shane's channel, and to anyone else that is in the feed. Hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that like button, and make sure that y'all tell people that the small man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that bell notification so you guys are notified, because usually we do the show a little bit earlier. But I'm thinking we're gonna start doing this show in and around between 12 and 1. I love smoking. Haven't done that in a long time. But you need to make sure that you smoke. Okay, you need to make sure that you smoke. You get your smoke on, you know, and you enjoy it, because it's nothing like having a good, relaxing pull off of something. This is a crazy world that we're living in. The climate is getting crazier and crazier, and as long as we have these alt left motherfuckers running around, we don't know what's going on. Stay up, Walters. I make sure that I subscribe to your show. And if you haven't subscribed to my moderators, make sure you subscribe to my moderators channel. Michelle, Shane, Dandy UK, Annie, Lyman. I used to click from your walk away from my channel, and then I link your channel myself. Boom. Show it. Why would I hide that? Boom. The number to call in tomorrow is 209-208-4001. I will be taking calls tomorrow. We'll be going live tomorrow. Make sure that you set that notification bell icon. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share the link from the walk away. Let people understand that this Red Pill Nation is coming. We're not playing. This is a whole new movement. 2020, we have a very important election. In this election, although it's only 4 years after we re-elect this man, it is very, very important for us to get these 4 years in, because it will directly reflect on the next 20 years of our lives, our children's lives, and the fate of this country. It's important, if you are a patriot, that you support our legislation, local and well, currently right now I'm in Brooklyn, New York. I'm just a bi-coastal guy. It's okay, because that number is excuse me. That number is a pinger number. So that number is a free number that people can call on. It's not my personal number, Dandy. That's a pinger number. It's a number that you can pay for to have, and people can call you on, and I can text and call people from it. So and we'll be able to hear people live, and I'll just be able to put them on speakerphone Nah, don't panic, but that's good. And I can put them on speakerphone, and we can just actually have them say whatever it is they gotta say. So everything will be all right. My mods will have. I will make sure that I email you and contact you and everything else before the day is done, and you guys will have. I'm back. I can't find a laser sight for a rifle. Shit. I'll make sure that I hit that I make sure I will make sure that I hit my mods up, and my mods will have my direct line. If they that way, if they have any show ideas, they're not just texting a number that's gonna have a bunch of texts and everything already on it. They'll be able to just actually directly get in contact with me. We'll be able to talk. All right, it's for if y'all gonna use this email now is a T Montega that's in the description, but I will switch over and I will give you my direct email as well. That way I can make sure that everyone's on the same page and we can stay on the same page and we can keep the content going. I want to thank everybody for tuning into the show today. Like I said, usually we do under an hour. We got 86 minutes and damn, we did the damn things today. I didn't smoke it all during this show. You know, I had someone tell me that they didn't think that it was positive, but I'm sorry if it offends you. But this is life. This is real. Salute to you too, man. Much love. But remember, I'm gonna make you a mod, so you know, stay ready for that. I'm definitely gonna be hitting you up and letting you know. I got your Gmail here. I'll be reaching out to you. You didn't let me know. It's 1017 TY what? Is it TY7? What is it? If you need any promo for that business you start, and once you started, you have any links, let me know what the link is, and we will make sure that we support you on the channel, and we make sure that we support you on our channels and get it out there. This is the Red Pill Nation. I'm Dr. Red Pill. I appreciate you tuning in. This is the day where we assigned our mods, and we have officially we have 5 mods for the show, and we have tons of subscribers. Thank you. I love and appreciate every last one of y'all for tuning in. I want to thank you for taking out the time that you took from your day to sit here with me and discuss these topics and also have fun. I'm hoping that you share and you like this video, and I'm hoping that the people that you share and like with do the same. Or don't. Troll. Who cares? Hey, Susie, we about to get out of here. Again, tomorrow, we will be here live tomorrow again, and we will have the phone line open. That way we are having people just call in and talk, and it's good to go. Thank you again for tuning in. Stay up, stay blessed. Think right. Red Pill Movement. Dr. Red Pill. 1.